John, it's been really good to have you here in Paris, and as you know, ACT Alliance has been pushing very hard for climate justice right from 2009 in Copenhagen. And I wonder what you would say the role of the Alliance has been, particularly here in Paris, since the beginning of the conference.
Let me start by really giving great tribute to the team, the ACT Alliance team. Since Copenhagen, the team has really rallied around the issue of climate change, and the work that it has done has been valuable. And as leading to the Paris, there has been, the campaign really gained momentum, and we have seen various pilgrimage of the ACT Alliance, but also the teams talking to the communities, to the people that are affected by climate change, to bring the voices of those people. And I was very pleased to note that the efforts of the team, of the ACT Alliance, all around the world, we were able to collect about 1.8 million signatures as a petition on climate change justice. So that was really brilliant. And that also gives really a very good message that the faith-based organizations have contributed a lot towards aiming to achieve a comprehensive, fair agreement on climate change here in Paris.
Thank you. It has been said that this is a very difficult negotiation as well, because many leaders and many analysts have said that this is probably the last chance we have as a community of nations to put together an agreement on climate change. I wonder what your initial analysis would be, having followed the speeches of the heads of states and having seen through at least the first 3 days of negotiations. What do you think is the status of the negotiations? What do you think are the challenges that are still remaining in the negotiations?
I think if we take the speeches of the leaders, the various leaders that have spoken, if we take those speeches at face value, there's a lot of optimism because almost each and every single leader was able to really bring the message that we wanted to hear. Some of the issues that we as faith-based organizations, civil society organizations, and others that have been working towards the issue of climate justice have been propagating. So they spoke very well, but at the bottom of it, when you really go deeper and listen to issues that are coming out in the negotiations and so on, you wonder, I begin to have some questions. I start questioning myself to whether everything that is being said by the leaders will be reflected in the final agreement that is going to come out from Paris. For example, the issues of loss and damage. Finance is another area where I'm seeing that countries like the US, even the EU, which has been very active, but in these negotiations, I am not seeing a proactiveness to the pledges and to say this is what they are going to do. Maybe that will come, maybe because this is the middle of the negotiation, maybe that will come by the second week. But those are some of the things that making me to think twice as to whether really we are going to achieve an ambitious, fair, legally binding agreement, which is very strong. I have no doubt about having an agreement. There will be an agreement. How strong it's going to be is the question that we have to look at.
Absolutely. You've now been here for a few days, leading a very high-ranking delegation of the leaders of our members and leaders of the ecumenical family. Most of them are leaving today. You are also getting ready to go back to other assignments. I wonder what would you say would be your dream message you want to hear at the end of this COP? What would you like to hear on Friday, 11th December, when the COP is closing?
The first thing I would like to hear is, cheering and celebration that we have a really strong, agreement that has come up, because this agreement is not for the leaders, the political leaders. It's not for me. It is for the people that we are really affected. So I want to hear cheers. I want to hear celebration that we have achieved what we have been, striving for the last so many years. Since 2009, we have been working extremely hard towards this point.
Absolutely. I think it's been quite incredible to see the kind of voice that ACT Alliance and other ecumenical networks contribute to these negotiations. The fact that we have a very strong moral, strong ethical and strong justice basis for our message and our political work has been very encouraging, and in many ways it brings people to the center of the negotiations. So thank you for your leadership.
Thank you very much, Andy. Let me just say that the faith-based aspect in the negotiations is very key, and we have seen the politicians and all other groups. They have recognized the importance of faith-based organizations, that we bring that moral imperative, the aspect of the moral and spiritual imperative in this. So it's not just the technical issues, it's not just money, it's not just but it's a human dignity. We're talking about justice and human dignity, and the faith-based organizations have been able to bring this very clearly to the negotiations. So thank you very much, and I do wish you and the team the best of luck for the remaining week, and we are looking for a good result. Thank you.